Hello, everybody. I gotta get Honkai Star Rail up. Just the one thing just downloaded. And then we're gonna have to go through that process again. There we go. It's the 2nd anniversary. Well, guess if you haven't played it in a while, doesn't it forgets you. But it was ideal. OBS still doesn't want to show my activity feed. I think it may forget that I'm logged in again. It may be. But I don't know why. It's super weird sometimes. Let's see. Does it work if I make an emote? Okay, it does. So there you go. Well, it didn't ask me to log in, so. Yeah, I guess I ought to do that now while I'm waiting. This is gonna take a little minute. So obviously we need to get Castress. Sure, she's a dragon. Like, it's cool. I want to update the activity feed. It could break it if I did it, but I guess not. Maybe I need to put it back on here then. Nah, I guess it needs an OBS restart. We ain't doing that. That would require me to stop streaming. My activity feed is not that important. Although it is nice to have. It ain't that important. So I watched Castress's trailer. It's pretty cool. She's got a dragon who's apparently her twin sister. So I suppose we're learning about that today. I don't think that's much of a spoiler. Well, I inferred that just from the, I haven't looked into anything about the quest, so I inferred that solely from the trailer. So I'm guessing that she is a twin sister. And I guess that's what she's so mad about Thanatos for, like, taking away from her. Because she was the embodiment of death and all that good stuff. So they have, for their 2nd anniversary, they're having some stuffs. You know, they got the monthly here. You got the special ticket for $1. You can get these. For another $5, you can get, these. And then, if you buy the, oniric, I don't know. It's probably oniric. But you can exchange these. Like, but that's like, what is that? If you get that much, it's like, I don't even, if bonuses count, then it's like $30, but. Yeah, so, never mind, it's 25,000. So, 25,000 is a lot. That's like a lot more. That's a lot more money than what I got. That's a lot more money than what I got. Maybe this. I feel like this should be like physical copies of these things for that amount of money, but you can also get a free 5-star, and I picked Ron May. I don't think they show who you picked from, but I can't remember who you picked. But you could pick from several 5-stars, and I picked Ron May. That was what I did. The Trailblaze mission. Actually, let's do the Aptitude Showcase. Let's check her out. And then there's a 3 alternate, and now you can also decide who's going to be your backup 5-star. Ooh, super cool. So, like, emerge from your cocoon. Whee! Ooh! Dragon! Dragon! Ooh.
Receive divinity.
Oh, and of course, Latcha can heal it. Nice. Wow. That's super cool. And I got an achievement for that one, too. Nice. But you can choose your backup. So obviously I took out Japard. And somebody else. So now I have Welt. I can't even Ching on my backup too. So I have Welt and Himiko. And then I switched out Blade. I switched out 4-Blade. And somebody else that I don't remember. I don't remember. I'll have to look. Boom, boom, boom. The past strikes back. I like how Launch like, don't worry, I'll save you. Launch is trying real hard. He really wanted to save that dragon. But it's self-destructed.
You chose the wrong enemy. The dead return.
I love Tribby too. Like, she's amazing. Well, I guess she takes people's health. That's pretty interesting. But also, reason to continue to have Laucha on the team. Total more reason to have Laucha on the team.
Embrace a new life.
And here comes the butterfly.
May death protect us.
Nice. Okay, I like her. And of course, we have our friend Fugue. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. This is to do. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong button here.
Not yet time to return.
Of course, I already have Fugue. Actually, I have everybody on this team. Wow.
Time to return.
Wow. I love Fugue, though. I wish she was a little bit tougher, but honestly, I mean, I understand. If she was, like, if she was any tougher, like, she would be hard to deal with. I need to level up Ron May, though, now. Now that I have her. I've always wanted her, missed out on her. So, I'm glad I have her.
That's all you got?
Dream vanished. Set the seas ablaze!
This is right here is a very high-powered team. Although I should do Gallagher more though, because he does like rip people apart and heals people. But he's no Loucher though. I like Loucher too much.
Have we met?
Like, I'll be perfectly honest, like Loucher is the man.
That's all you got?
Eternal. Set the seas ablaze!
And it's over. Easy peasy. I'll probably do all the 5 stars. There's no reason to really do the 4 stars. But those stellar jades, though. Oh, he even has an impair too. Yeah, I forgot about that. He's a 4-star, 5-star that I did not get. Which I'm not too, like... Like, I always thought he was gonna be, like, a healer, but he's just a fire damage character
It's
again.
better to make no move. More seasoned. I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
We have the upper hand.
Since I thought he was a healer, I thought he was gonna be a healer, but, I don't know.
Tricks, all right.
Something. I love Acheron though. Look at her explode things, and there's that one.
Spend freely. Another dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Adventuring is another one I missed out on. So if I get her early, like, I might pull for him.
How about letting the enemy strike first? A little more heat.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Like, Acheron, when she came out as a character, was so cool. Ain't nobody get past Adventuring's, shield there.
Will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
I don't think she cares if you come at her, honestly.
No dirty tricks, all right. More seasoned.
I weep for the departed.
I'm glad that they make these moves, you know, assigned to their characters and stuff a lot. Like, you know, Adventuring, he's got all the coins, all the tokens that come down and stuff like that. I'm surprised he's a defensive character, to be honest, but... And then there's the lovely Lady Acheron. The lovely lady.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
And I like that you can use her thing, like, over and over. It won't use a skill point if there's no enemies in the way. You dash forward. Free dash! And just keep dashing. Until you hit something.
Tricky
I'm
and
honored by
crafty.
your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Time for a buzz.
I love Silverwolf's outfit though. Like, it's amazing.
This combat needs up. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed.
I also like her personality too, where she breaks the fourth wall constantly and stuff.
Time for a buzz.
It's better to make a little more heat.
Step up, let's see ya.
Jeez, what's up with that?
Just a twin massage.
Just like, you know, attacking Silverwolf the whole
Another journey
time.
begins, destined for oblivion.
I weep for the departed.
Doesn't matter, because that guy, he's not gonna get another hit.
Shall fall.
Ain't happening. Ta-da! Power of Acheron. And her katana of doom. Alright, so that's all that. And then we have Star Rail World, which is a big anniversary thing. You get some light cone rewards. Heck, it's Albert and Pom Pom. Lots of rewards. Alright, so we're gonna go. We don't need the score. We don't need a story recap. We literally just finished this like the week before last. It's only been like a couple weeks since we've had a Honkai Star Rail break. Oh, we're visiting the little dolls. All should bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. Yeah, are we gonna do this shindig or not?
Ah, it's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
I thought you'd be too preoccupied to find time for reading.
Precisely because of these obligations, I felt compelled to read it swiftly.
Wouldn't all these preoccupations slow your pace?
On the contrary, knowing that time is limited can push one to overcome their limitations. The weight of these responsibilities seems to have enhanced my
I almost
efficiency.
clicked on it again, and for some reason the click
I
didn't go through.
understand
It did that time.
completely. During my time at the Grove, the closer exams drew, the more efficient I became at tackling everyday mundane tasks. Anything but my actual studies.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself, correct?
I guess she's shit talking an Axa though.
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest, those
I'd imagine the
courses
introduction
make
to
students
alchemy would
focus
be
on
like a
their
nightmare.
peers.
The history of
That's like
mythology
combining math
by the
and
blasphemous great
chemistry.
performer himself.
It's worse.
I can imagine their fear.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas.
And then he's like, no.
May I ask, Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
Probably.
He openly dismisses people's faith and questions the very justification of the flame chase journey.
Cause like he's
Oppositions
like
have
a
been destined to be at odds. While you were studying there, I assume you must have heard of his nickname.
Dromus draped in finery?
the drummist draped
As
in
I see
finery.
it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas.
Those poor dramas.
Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principles, he is unafraid to stand opposed to the world, and that requires considerable resolve. Anaxagoras' life is almost like a satire. As a Chrysos heir, he refuses to heed the prophecy, while he disrespects the gods.
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Circes. Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than I
And
can
Cersei's is probably the only reason why his body is still physically going.
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him.
In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger,
I don't think Cersei wants to leave Anaxa. I think she's quite happy where she is.
The Flame Chase journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Still, I can't help but hope for another possibility. Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time. But now, let's greet our guest. You're here. Does this mean you're ready to take on all
It's always
Nexus
interesting
trials?
how they avoid to say your character's name. It's just like, or Trailblazer. Or guest. I'm still on the fence. I don't know what this entails.
It was the sacred beast's idea, after all. However,
You mean
it
March
warrants careful
7th?
consideration.
March 7th as the mem.
Intricate ties to
Mem.
Memmy mem.
Actually, the fact that she says mem all the time reminds me of the Adventure Time. That Adventure Time song. Mem. Memories.
Surrendering
That
the
song.
flame is a
That
Chrysos
song.
heir's duty. Your selfless assistance is deeply appreciated. However, I urge you to carefully consider the risks of accepting the trial. Becoming a
So I
demigod
become a
means
Stellaron. I have a
forsaking
Stellaron inside me, and then I become a demigod,
humanity, divinity, and bear the time of Amphorius, all on your own.
and then I become the savior of Emphorius and the whole universe.
Your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again, until the end.
Oops. Is there a plan B?
Exceedingly rare to find a capable Chrysos heir. If this path proves unattainable, I'm willing to lower my expectations.
Oh, jeez.
There are still many priests of Yanissopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no other option, I'll try to find someone worthy among them.
All right, that's it. I'm out. I wonder what you say if I say this.
Memmy mem mem.
Mem's like, no, bitch. No, you won't.
Memmy mem 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 hero. Memmy mem mem. Mem 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 mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem.
Yeah, but this means I have to, like, go through their trial and everything. And that requires some thoughts.
Memmy mem mem mem.
It looks like you know that Titan rather well.
Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem.
I just wonder if, like, March 7th came from Emphorius or something.
Memories that exist outside of your own experience.
She must frozen solid.
I can't explain why, but I can vouch for Mem's words. When I was in the abyss, I heard the Titan's groans, full of pain and grievances, yet without any ill will.
Do I even have a say in this? Apparently
You've
not.
made your decision. Go back to the bath chamber and get some rest. Trinem will call for you when the ceremony is ready. It is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. Time and again, you have risen to the occasion for Akima. Nearly rewarding you with some honeydew.
I do
is
it for the
no way
booba.
able to express
The man
extent
booba
of our
and the
gratitude.
woman booba. The booba.
When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long chat regarding your return journey and the curse of the sky. It's about time that we lift the taboo.
Oh my
and
God.
discuss things openly.
She thinks that we should get rid of that taboo. What? Is this even Aglaya? Is this Aglaya? Is this even Aglaya right now? Girl.
Miss, may everything go well for you and Mem. came to discuss some matters with Lady Aglaya. Previously, I lent her an anthology of poems that Lady Trianne had gifted to me.
Why is Castrus's mouth moving so slow, though?
This anthology was something left for Lady Trianne by a bard before their passing. Although personal properties should be cleared out once their owner has passed on, Lady Trianne gave this book to me since she knew how much I like to read. It just contains an allegory. In a faraway land, in a city known as Styxia, a dragon corrupted by the black tide descended one day, swooping upon the city like death itself. It swallowed the princess of the city whole before it was suppressed. After taking down the evil dragon, the warriors discovered that the princess's life had already...
She's immortal, no need to be in a hurry. I think technically they're all immortal once they become demigods. Although, Mighty Mouse has like an indestructible body.
Memories of her previous life. The resurrected princess turned into an evil dragon herself and wreaked havoc on the city. As a result, the prosperous Styxia met its demise.
What a dark story.
The author of this book is Archepia, a wandering bard who traveled to many cities. Among the things she left behind are poems, dictionaries, and many tragicomedy scripts. She even clearly underlined and took notes in books that covered myths with her elegant handwriting. While flipping through these books, I felt like I was afforded a glimpse into the life of Archepia. It felt just like I was traveling with someone that I'd never met before. It was as if she had yet to pass on and was still alive. That's right. Writing, drawing, and taking photographs. It seems like human nature to try and leave records of things. Speaking of taking photographs, when I was helping you to take the photo previously, I did not look through the photos in your photo stone out of courtesy. But I'm
talking about March 7th.
The Rosy Celestial Maiden.
The Rosy Celestial Maiden.
Having visited many cities in Amphorius, I still understand nothing about the world beyond the sky. If there is an opportunity, forget it. Let's talk about this in the future. For now, I only hope that you'll be able to complete the trial safely and obtain Orynyx's blessing.
Time to go back and talk to Don Hung. What if I don't want to talk to Don Hung? He's a dummy. How do I get up there then? Oh, I guess I need to go over to this side. We're watching a meeting. Oh, not the book burning. That is sacrilegious. Oh. Trivia, it's not fighting. They're not really fighting, though. That's just, like, friendly, like... That's just friendly banter between men. It's like smacking, you know, going through the men's locker room and them smacking each other on the butts. You know. Wrestling naked, that sort of thing. There was a puzzle up there, but we'll do that some other time. I can do that one day off stream because I think we've seen like all the puzzles. Oh look, Finon's here too. What are you doing in my room?
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know. Good news.
I wonder if Don Hung's actor is part of the SAG strike. Not that I want to get into it, because that's a whole can of worms, but...
Some background information for you. The Council of Elders is an authoritative body in Amphorius, made up of different city representatives. They hold legislative power over the Holy City, and are in charge of presiding over the Citizens' Assembly held once every few years. This is the most important social event of Akima. It is highly influential, and can even affect what happens to the Flame Chase journey. Despite her vision and wisdom that spans across thousands of years, even she cannot win over the hearts of everyone.
Paperfold University. I don't think Paperfold University ever knew about this place.
The Elders organizes a citizens' assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaya should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue. That is correct. However, the problem lies in the fact that there are ill-intentioned extremists in the Council of Elders. They view the Citizens' Assembly as a way to restrain the Chrysos heirs, and hope to take complete control over the Flame Chase journey. We can refer to them as the Opposition. During the assemblies held in the past 100 years, the voices supporting the opposition have been growing stronger in the shadows. It's only thanks to Aglaya that the Flame Chase journey has been able to continue to this day. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner, but this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation.
Is it an Axa? Hey.
I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage of Professor Anaxa. Aglaya will surely take back Circe's core flame, but with Anaxa's current condition, it's so unique that nobody knows how taking the core flame away from him will affect him. He has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. I'm certain that he must want to escape from the monitoring of the Golden Thread and protect himself. If the opposition were to offer an olive branch at this time... Anaxa has never believed in the prophecy, so technically it cannot be considered a betrayal. However, he has taught many Chrysos heirs, and has long been considered an important ally of Akima. I truly do not wish to see comrades turning on one another. As I believe in his character, I plan to plead with Aglaya and try to buy more time for him. Then, the greatest way in which you can help is for you to know what I am fighting for.
No, I guess that studio is on strike. That's why several of them, it makes sense. That's why Himiko and Don Hong and etc. are not voiced. Which is lame.
Allow me to apologize for the fact that we always seem to be troubling you. I hope that Oryx will show more benevolence and be more accommodating. I remember that they seemed quite fond of you back in the Abyss. Go and rest and regain your strength. We'll meet at the Vortex in a few days. Oh, right. You can read this scroll if you want to find out more about the Council of Elders and the Citizens' Assembly.
A study of the Citizens' Assembly. Democratic politics has always fascinated citizens of different city-states and Amphorius. When Alchema was first established, its democracy was limited to a privileged minority. However, through ongoing reforms, the Alcheman Citizens' Assembly took to the stage, transforming Alchema's governance into a democracy for all, where the Citizens' Assembly made every major decision. It's important to note that as the Black Tide draws near and citizens from other city-states join Alchema's political life, the precious rights of Alchema's original citizens are becoming increasingly diluted. Consequently, voices calling for reforms with the Alcheman Citizens' Assembly system grew ever louder. Democracy is only one of the consequences of civilization's development, rather than the cause of development. For democracy to be productive, it must appoint different rules for different societies, situations, and issues. No single rule can be optimal for all scenarios. In other words, Alchema's Citizens' Assembly system will continue to evolve as this book is written. Due to time limitations, this publication focuses only on the current Alcheman Citizens' Assembly, not its future developments. Readers should bear this limitation in mind. Citizens, citizenship, and citizenship policies of Alchema. Before examining the Alcheman Citizens' Assembly's operational mechanisms and core functions in depth, we must first address the matter of citizens, citizenship, rights, and citizenship policies of Alchema. The Elders have once noted that Alchema is a collective of free citizens. Due to the substantial power citizens possess, citizenship qualifications must be strictly regulated to ensure citizens' rights. Discussions on the recognition of naturalized citizens' rights were once the foci of disputations between the leader of the Chrysoseirs and the Council of Elders. As more Amphorian city-states fell over time, and as the Black Tide drew closer, citizenship rights reforms became imperative. Judging from the final outcome, citizens from all city-states have equal citizenship rights in the Holy City and can have equal participation in public matters. While social differences naturally exist between rich and poor, locals and travelers, the Holy City of Alchema would not allow these social distinctions to become political divisions and will ensure complete political equality among all citizens. Continued. Operational mechanisms of the Citizens' Assembly. Barring emergencies, Alchema's Citizens' Assembly follows strict protocols when it is called. The current Council of Elders, a governmental entity made of representatives of the city-state, posts the upcoming Citizens' Assembly agenda and venue, usually the Dawn Cloud in the Holy City, at the Wall of Heroes before each meeting. Usually, topics are proposed by a Council of Elders members before the Assembly and become official Assembly items after receiving majority Council approval. The Council predetermines which matters to address and when. Once confirmed, the Council Chairman hands over the agenda to the Council of Elders Assembly Chair, who presides over the meeting. Normally, matters cannot be discussed at the Citizens' Assembly without prior Council review. Council-reviewed matters yield only two outcomes. Either they've already thoroughly discussed and only need citizen votes, or they require citizens to hold debates to reach final resolutions during the Assembly. Results are tallied using pottery shards blessed with Kafali's runes and voting dolia placed throughout Alchema during assemblies. After thorough discussion and voting of all proposals, the Council of Elders posts approved decrees at the Wall of Heroes. Core functions of the Citizens' Assembly. The Assembly wields the important capacities of legislative power, the appointment of government officials, declaring war, conceding peace, and the actual control of armies during wartime. Yet, historically and practically, Alchema's Citizens' Assembly isn't fully controlled and directed by citizens, but rather a means to ensure that elites who represent the majority social interests can effectively manage social matters. In other words, the current system where the leader of the Chrysoseirs and the Council of Elders jointly manage Alchema was decided by the Alcheman Citizens' Assembly system. Citizens influence policymakers through voting and other means of political participation rather than directly managing social affairs or making political decisions. Appendix: Principal members of the Council of Elders. The Council of Elders is a governmental organization consisting of representatives from Emphoris's city-states. While most are elected by their city-states, some receive direct invitations from current Council of Elders members. Authorized by the Citizens' Assembly, they manage various practical affairs within Akama. The most renowned honorary elder is I don't know how to pronounce that. Lycurgus, an Antikytheran, a race that was already nearly extinct before the Chrysos War. He had communicated directly with Kephali multiple times during the Aracracia and passed the wishes of the mortals to Kephali, showing himself as a true Theros. Lycurgus's neutrality is well noted by all, which explains his frequent selection as the Citizens' Assembly chair. Significantly, Elder Canis has shown great effectiveness in Akama's governments and gathered many followers. Many believe Canis will leverage accumulated resources to challenge the current situation where Chrysos heirs hold real authority and transform Akama's political structure. That was a long read. One day I'll read everything. Oh. I'm supposed to rest here, not inside. Well, ma'am, this is your fault. Need I remind you it was your idea? Seals? Okay. Yeah. I endured the gaze of an eon, alright. Here we go.
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of
I like how smug we look. We look so like... I'm just like, yeah, bitch. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this core flame. I'm gonna be new Orynyx.
Little Gray and Mem, thank you. Your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May Kephali light your path forward.
Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer.
The divine position of Orynyx has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing, as there isn't much.
I guess if nobody takes up their soul, then they just like, boop, blink out of existence.
Completely dissipates. The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great veil of Evernight, Orynyx. It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysos heirs.
How are we gonna split the divinity between the two of us?
And courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles. Mem 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 who? Mem 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 mem.
She's like, who? Not that.
Come forward.
Who?
Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus.
No.
And surrender the core flame.
Spinny spin, spin time.
Oryx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor. The last time I heard this, things didn't turn out that well.
Don't worry, Aglaya. She's tougher than I am, right?
Traveler from beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although she loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, her determination is as strong as the Chrysos heirs.
That's true.
She will
I do like
definitely
cracking jokes and terrible times. Terrible.
While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Uh-oh. That looks serious.
I'm listening.
That was serious.
Slap, slap. Wake up.
Slap, slap. Oh, I guess she says slap, slap. That's funny.
How is it? How do you feel? That's right. Look. I don't know what happened, but I'm able to talk. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I have such a cute voice.
Oh my
Must be
god.
because of all the
It's
memories
totally
that
something
I
March 7th
collected.
would say.
They allowed me to grow beyond expectations. Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Mother, it hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to an end?
I wonder who Mother is, though.
Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
I don't know.
Broken.
Mother? Who are they calling out for?
Them boot.
You. It's you. I remember you. Skyfather has gazed upon you.
That's a bright eyeball. At least it looks like an eyeball.
Calling for you. Skyfather has chosen you.
Well, maybe we'll figure that out. Ah, maybe not.
Mother is no longer responding.
Well, I guess we ain't gonna, like, they're just like, no, you will not know.
An important matter.
Oryx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time Some people draw strength from within their memories. Every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Orynyx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom.
I wonder what freedom truly means for them, though.
Freedom.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine.
Maybe. Did they die, though? I thought they
Let
died.
rest now.
What's troubling you, big fella? Just called her Orynyx big fella.
You have potential. Strength.
That's because I got this Celeron.
Powerful.
Ma'am, Lon closed her eyes. She's like, keep going, keep going.
But you lack something.
Mem thinks they're talking to her.
One thing.
Lacking something. What is it?
Uh-oh.
What you lack is
Oh, shit. We ain't got no future. That's right, I live in the moment. Yes.
Future?
traveler from the sky. You
Yeah, I really shouldn't be alive. That's Stellaron. I got that Stellaron in me, bruh. You know the saying, I got that dog in me? I haven't got that Stellaron in me.
your form. Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast.
I got that Stellaron.
Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
What?
Isn't that everybody, though? A collection of memories.
Possible?
Uh-oh.
The space is collapsing. Someone must inherit the authority of time. If the pillar is lost, the laws of time will collapse.
That ice makes me think it's Fuli.
Will succumb.
Hello, Sunny. Today you actually can be on stream because if you block one of my screens, it doesn't matter. It's not like I really have much of a health bar running around.
Time never compromises, never bears grudges, never forgives, never makes a choice. Child of humanity, Titans, Mother,
Hello, Shani.
Sky Father.
You were so upset yesterday when I denied you making it Black Myth Wukong even harder for me. I know. I'm actually surprised he didn't get revenge on me for that later by like biting my toes and stuff. But
Orynyx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end?
he really likes to join stream and be here. I need to hurry up and make his mascot.
My strength
One day soon, I'll make him a mascot and like live 2D it or something.
the fate of the world. If you wish to save it, go and find your future that has been stolen. Even if that means you'll have to cheat death. You'll have to challenge that hand of shadow clasped with unyielding fingers.
Now Castoris will be all on that. Before the passing of 15 hours. The true time of trial. Obviously, I mean, that's not 15 real hours, or else I'd be screwed. But so what's my superpower? I am impressive. Thanks for noticing, Don Hung. Uh-oh. Much more complicated? I'm making fun of him because he got knocked about by a rock. Cry for me. Well, I wonder if I just leave Emporius, if I'll just be like, poof, I'm gone. Sonny is purring so hard right now because I'm scratching his ear. I think he might start drooling.
I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her. Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you.
Well, Don Hong already told me all that.
Everything that has happened to you. I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
Well, Don Hong already explained that, so... Oh my god, these cute little animals. They're too cute.
Miss, I'm right here. Please stay there.
Uh-oh.
Slowly turn around.
Castrus is that.
Please pardon me.
Ooh, pretty. Oh, she wanted to see if she could touch us.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything. Back at the
Oops.
grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected.
Yeah, well,
by
I
my
was when I
curse.
first came here, and I should have already
Thought that you
died.
had been the
You remember
special
that?
ability
I
of a
do.
traveler from beyond the sky.
Because I was dumb and walked too close.
Never did I expect that this would be the true reason. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier. Miss.
Yeah, well, we are a
if
bunch of
what behavior
weirdos,
just
so...
now offended you. I hope that you can forgive me. I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Isn't your, like, technically your soul, like, a collection of memories,
Did
though?
you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities. But, miss, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly. perhaps the result might be different this time.
Sure, why not? If I'm already dead, I'm already dead.
This way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me. I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to...
Well, that sounds like my soul, alright. Just like roaming around without a home.
If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away. Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance. Ah, the connection has been severed. With my strength, I'm not able to trace it. It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, miss. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon.
Well, I guess maybe I didn't die till I got to Emphorius. I thought maybe I might have died beforehand, but you know.
You can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on. Emphorius needs you. Lady Aglaia and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the baths.
You know, usually when people say they're discussing matters in the baths, it's usually something lewd, but you know. Nobody's actually naked in the baths in this game, so.
Be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help.
Kind of lame.
I hope.
Oops.
More and more species are disappearing. They're here.
Ta-da!
Partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
It feels quite cool being a departed spirit.
At least you look no different from the living. I think that most living people don't even look as good as you do.
Nice. I'll take that as a compliment.
You completed the trial of time, and I have to admit that the process went better than I expected.
Sonny, why do you have your feet on my keyboard?
Titan's heart still showed a
No,
soft
you can't
spot
put your feet on the
behind.
keys.
However, I never expected that.
And you can't rabbit
two
kick it either.
people who have cheated
Okay.
death would appear in Akima at the same time.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body?
Well, apparently not. Y'all, like, had so much time to study him.
Clueless as we are right now.
Many have had this idea, but so far there have been no results. If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her. I'll try and get her to return to Akima.
I think it's like for the next, like, 5-star after
Understands
Castris.
that throughout the history of Emphorius, no one
I
has
don't know.
ever managed to
I don't,
escape the
like,
clutches
pay
of
much
death.
attention to the Honkai news, except for, like, the trailers that come out.
Thanatos silently awaits all. It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time. But before that...
Sonny, that was your tail.
What's wrong?
Where's your
Fly?
tail that clicked the mouse button? Look at you.
Omens always come in pairs.
He's laying down, but he's using his tail to push buttons.
Will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart.
He's not exactly accurate, but he can slap a mouse and make the mouse click with his tail.
It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I of the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
Uh-oh. Oh, now we're switching to Anaxagoras' point of view. POV. His chest window's kind of weird.
Here again. I remember this dream.
His chest window shows stars
Covered in a silk
and not man booba.
and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey, excuse me. What is this place?
I guess he
Where
starts
in
talking to
Emporius
people.
are we?
What the fuck?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
The wandering traveler is zombie. He certainly sounds like a zombie.
Hand of Shadow. Hand of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm? Not Netherrealm.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
I guess maybe it would make more sense for Anaxa to be the next one.
Nothing but an illusion. Titan rejects
Oh shit.
you. Me.
Well, nobody can die, I guess.
Listen. What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it deep within the tides, beyond the closed gates of the void world. A voice about to recount something.
Child of humanity, is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency? Oh, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is
Cersei's is like, wakey, wakey.
Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
Uh-oh.
15 days and nights.
Well, that's not very long, is
Are
it?
you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Sonny, can you quit trying to click the mouse buttons?
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that
Snap.
red-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
Ooh, he does a little bit.
A price to pay for blind faith.
Oh, never
This is
mind.
also a lesson in finite.
Maybe not.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
A strict teacher.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Inexact. It's been a while.
Oh,
Lord
it's the robot.
Inexagoras.
That's a really cool looking robot thing.
I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherans here?
Oh.
Rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
Oh, he's that one guy it talked about. So this is what the Antikytherans look like. That's pretty cool, though.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
of souls.
Why is he all metal, though?
Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar, if necessary, Lord Anaxagoras,
I love that he's so strong that he's just like, I can snip that shit right in the bud.
your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil.
Snap.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I just wonder if he's like a robot. Is he like, he's clearly not organic.
Do nothing other than petty espionage.
I wonder if the Titans created them. I guess they would have to be built since they're all metal.
Will only usher chaos.
They blink into existence. Poof.
Truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities. Let's forego the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate
Kindness,
such
there we
a
go.
assertiveness in an ally. She
Watch him
is
run off.
waiting. Follow me, please.
The running is hilarious.
Is there something on your mind, Lord Anaxagoras?
Nothing really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continues unhurriedly along this long path.
Well, he's just holding up the sky. He's just holding up the world.
Yes, for dying implies an ongoing process, an action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. In contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Sky Father as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I...
Oops. Dang it. I keep clicking the mouse button.
But what if the world-bearing Titan
I get
still
twitchy
chooses
fingers.
to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and
Vigus seems very eager for all of this.
theory in the change it may bring to this imperiled world. Because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible.
Ooh, cutscene time. Oh, interesting. Like, literally a hand comes out from the sky and picks us all up.
Please, Professor.
Interesting.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we have the honor
This guy, I like him.
presence of a Titan.
He's just like excited about everything.
What a joyous occasion.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine, shouldn't it?
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly. In the meanwhile, you are welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view.
He's like, don't do anything dumb. Don't get yourself arrested.
I presume.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish. Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out
Cersei's is like, I am
one page to
disappointed.
enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining.
I like how she can just like spear it away.
This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
He's like, dang it, having a Titan in my brain sucks. funny though. A chest.
The enjoyment of collecting.
The golden liquid in the holy candle flows steadily, as if measured by the very passage of time. Ooh, I knew there'd be another treasure chest over here.
Take it, if it's to
Wish I could jump, I'd jump straight over the rails. Actually, you can't, because then you just fall in that water. I'd have fun with it, though. I wonder what these things, like, do, though. Oh, look. Phew, dawn cloud in such a complex place. Luckily, the winds here aren't too strong, so my flames can burn peacefully. A question. An elder, a priest, a wealthy merchant, and a Chrysos heir are trapped in the same ruins. They all want to get out alive, so they all want to give orders to others. The elder says they represent the people. The priests say they represent the titans. The merchant claims to have a lot of balanced coins in the city, and the Chrysos heir is mighty and strong. So who amongst these four is most likely to have the final say? Oh, probably the Chrysos heir, I suppose. I mean, he can just beat up everybody else. I like it, though. But it's true, though. What if he's not the smartest person? Well, that's not gonna work. We're gonna reset it. Well, that's not gonna work either. Dang it. Okay. There we go. Dang it, I messed up. I had it and then I messed it up again. Shoot. Come on. Brain, work. Haha! That's what I meant to do and then ran a... and then was, like, really dumb.
The enjoyment of collecting.
I like how this young scribe does not have a name.
Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the fates.
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
It's only the Cremnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly. So, are you here to report the incident to the council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Akuma would be next in line, even with the demigod of strife standing alongside humankind.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents.
Oh no. Aglaya is a menace, though. I do agree. I do agree.
No surprises there, those shifty
I do agree that Aglaya is, yeah.
virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
I mean, it's true. She got a
Shouldn't you be
point.
searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Okay, so now we gotta go across the way. Stab this other thing. Bam! Love stabbing stuff, man. Feels so good.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Hey, who are you
Looks like
calling
my presence
blasphemous?
here is quite.
Anaxagoras, I thought that you had died to the great
He's like, I kind of hoped you
just like the
did,
other
you stupid bitch.
As Kephale's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Oh,
Surely
man.
you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy
Snap.
of respect from the supreme being.
Oh, man is pissed.
Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud.
Deranged language. Oh, my God.
Language to yourself.
A differing opinion is deranged language.
Who could only acquiesce to the commands of others. Now,
I wonder where we've heard that kind of thing from.
like you.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan.
Snap.
As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be kindness?
You.
You. You little shit.
Fond of you, Elder Kindness is. I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the supreme being.
Oh, my lord. This guy.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoothly.
We're gonna do this puzzle. This Tanagram, not Tanagram puzzle. I hate these puzzles.
As expected of one of Kephale's followers.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the god of deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
And Anaxagoras is evil, apparently.
Did you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible.
I can't believe he's muttering to himself out loud, too.
And disturb my meditation.
Like Cersei's is in his brain.
Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
He's like, hurry up and just let me fucking die already. Well, obviously, that's not how that goes at all. Here we go. No, apparently not. Oh, I see. I just have them in reverse. Or something. Aha! Almost there. Got it. But I hate tanagrams. Not tanagram. Tanagrams, not tanagrams.
If it's to your liking.
I did it though.
Oh, my.
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead.
Well, I mean, at the Grove, she was a giant tree.
They shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed.
This mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Figures of speech.
Of course, I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
Interesting.
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this.
Oh my lord. Tree is ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Oops.
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
That's a good question.
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawncloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory, so why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do.
She's like, alright then. Let me just pop on in there. See what we got going on.
1 year old, 2 years old.
I love how she frustrates him so much. Like,
Oh my. Even a member of the preeminent 7 sages must hang his drugs
aww,
to sleep.
dang. She's looking at all his memories.
That's enough.
This is no more poking around in my brain.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
But that's so cute.
There are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories.
He's like, whatever. He's like, I just can't stop you anyway.
It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of the Lysis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was...
It's interesting that she remembers him. So that he must have been a big deal.
Right?
Not also believe that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
Anaxa, you... I did it, teacher.
Uh-oh.
But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre. Your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her.
Oh, I guess he did. I guess he did bring her back.
Of the Seven Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm, even to this day.
What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos'
Oh, I guess that's why he has one eye.
Sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one.
Well, I guess he gave his eye to see...
Nothing more.
To see her, though.
Let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop.
I mean, the next step was a life for a life, right? But that's, if Thanatos wanted to get rid of her, I guess. Let her go.
Again. Don't disappoint the deceased and never harm yourself. If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires. You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
I am sincerely glad for you, child. Now then, what topic would you like to study?
I wish to continue Thalesis' research.
Continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
Nobody ever stops a scholar.
After my fleeting glimpse of the deathly fog, I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days, our understanding of the souls is but the tip of the iceberg. I may have lost an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Farcical. I like that word. Farcical world. Farcical world.
Who would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours? However, this story doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to.
Snap.
My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into.
I mean, she should have seen that coming. She's the Titan of reason.
Even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Uh-oh.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest.
that is a true fact.
Now,
being aware of your own ignorance is wisdom in itself.
Answer your random nonsensical questions.
Nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa.
Hmm?
I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt you,
at least
but
people
time is
saying
of
him
the
talking to
essence.
himself is hilarious.
I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
It's finally time.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events.
Well, why wouldn't?
To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges.
Isn't that the dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Wow. Rude much.
He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromus as well? You must really like those creatures.
The Great Lake cradled by a volcano. Here the world-bearing sky fathers spilled their golden blood into the mortal lake. The golden blood flows down with spring waters as dawn rises with the mists. It's a big old rainbow there. No words ever break the solemn silence, and the volcano's heart beats no more. It's a big old rainbow. Oh, there's a butterfly, a catfly. Aye, aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Oh, I like how he had a mustache. Whee!
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Well, I didn't get to finish hearing what they were gonna say about me. Hello, Thanos. Huh. Perform a prayer ritual here too. Now here's another one of these puzzle things. I just might as well go ahead and do it. Nope, it wasn't enough. Okay. Or, I mean, I should say it was too much. That was also too much. Okay. Hey! Figure out where that's gonna be the last one. Dang. I was actually really close. Maybe that should have been part of it. No. Not, no. This is a little bit harder. No. It was pretty close, though. Uh-oh. Dang it. It has to be the last one. I have to be able to get to that one. And I was so close. Oops. No. This one's hard. Okay, we're gonna try one more last time. I don't necessarily get this one too much. I'm taking too many steps. Oops. Unmade by your past self. Oh, that can't go that way. Okay, we'll do this later. I'll figure this out on my own.
Welcome to the Demigod Council.
Lord Anaxagoras. Oh, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity.
This lady is so fake.
Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I am met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows.
Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who's
yeah,
not used
yeah.
to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and gumption are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages. Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind.
I didn't realize they were calling for war.
Since Aglaya endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the
Well, I suppose that's up to kindness, isn't it?
You, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have supporters and dissenters, just like how there are two types of people in this world. Geniuses and dimwits.
All the Titan symbols are right here. An assembly for mortal debates, a theater under the gods' watch. Here at the center of all beings, we dare to listen, speak, and deliberate. Reason out rules, establish laws, and pronounce death. Oh gods, does this amuse you? Where's she taking me to? Oh, she's taking me up there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and warp now. We're gonna see if we can get somebody. Okay, so I need to exchange for one. But actually, we're gonna go ahead and exchange for two since I've got them. Warp for Castras! Come on! No Castras this time. Sad. Oh, we got 4-star though. Oh, Eyes of the Prey. It's Sampo. We just get the Sampo. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I have another one there. So that means I have 3, I believe. Right? Yep, 3. So I need 7 more. Nope, not this time either. Since I just got Mighty Mouse, it'd probably take me a while. Oh, there's Gallagher. Alright, let's see. We should have enough to pull one more time. One more 10 pull. Nope, not that time either. Sad. Got another 4-star though. See what it is. Aw, day 1 of my new life. I had that one before. Oh, and we got Pila, which means we got an extra pull there. We got 2 more pulls then. Not that time. One more. Nada. No Castrus. Alas, no Castrus. Very sad. But maybe next week. And that is going to be it for me for this evening. I'll be back on Saturday for some narration, actually. We're going to be reading Mr. Bogart's next book in the series, A Kiss of something in Starlight. I can't remember. Exactly. Dreams in Starlight. There you go. Dreams in Starlight.
Careful. Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams.
So I'll be back Saturday then. And then it'll be Art of Belinda's. Oh, nope. Actually, I have Art of Belinda Sunday off. Hey, Reaver, yeah! It's that customizable model by Suika. However you pronounce her name. And it's a pretty good, it's like amazing for the price. Like, I like it. It's heavily customizable. The only thing I don't like is the wings, and there is no dragon tail, so. But you're allowed to edit textures, so I might attempt that one day. Yes. They're very slick. Everything is really slick about this model. It just it moves along with my head. Hello ads. Just of course as I was gonna end the stream. I guess we'll just like wait till the ad break. Standing by. We are indeed standing by. "30 seconds. I like how you can get all these, and then there's this too. It's their 2-year anniversary. It's pretty cool. I got Ron May. That was my, you got a free one of these. So you got a free 5-star for the 2-year anniversary. And I picked Ron May. Out of everybody here, I only didn't have her and Welt, so. And we're back. But anyway, for $125, this thing is pretty cool. And you can, like, edit the textures and stuff, too. Yay! Twitch drops. So, I think it's amazing. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Oops. Well, I guess I might as well do this cutscene then. After this, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. That'll be back Saturday at 7 p.m. Yes, it's been a while. I haven't actually, not that I pay much attention to, like, anything, but I haven't actually seen you stream in a while either.
Who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions.
But it has been a while. It's good to see you. Good to talk to you again.
This tiny stage is the most
Yeah, you've been busy.
of Akama in centuries.
I suppose it's a good thing. Job hunting, farm stuff, wedding planning. Ah, wedding planning. Are you the one getting married, or are you wedding planning for somebody else? Because I did that over in December, and it was a very small wedding, but it was still very stressful. Congratulations!
May the both of us carry.
I was a wedding planner over Christmas break. It's a lot of fun. Aw, that's so sweet. That's adorable. But congratulations! When are you getting married? Oh, they drew you new emotes. Nice. It's always good to have an artist as a wife, right? Right, Mr. Brogath? Next year, August 6th. Oh, well, you got a while to plan. The wedding I planned was planned in, like, less than 2 months. They're like, hey, so you're my sister, and, like, we're having, like, a shotgun wedding. Can you plan our wedding in, like, a month? Aw.
Using death to prove myself fits my intention.
That's adorable, though.
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstood.
Oopsies. Oh, you're long distance, so you got a plane way out. That makes sense.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the council.
Is she coming? Are they coming to you, or are you going to them?
With such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but
Ooh, she clacked her tongue at him. Sassy.
As well, so that you can stay alive.
Ah, yeah. That takes a lot of work.
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Yeah. Well, I hope everything lines up neatly for you. All your ducks in a row. Happen pretty swiftly and smoothly for you.
Definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this
is it a very far distance between the two of you?
You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the era Chrysia that you are desperately pursuing.
Come out of it with signed papers? Yeah, that's true.
So you'd better act prudently as well.
You have your entire lives ahead of you. Ah, so very, very far.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means
At least
for each party to acquire
several hours.
As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're both intent on mutual cooperation, let's not mince words and just speak plainly to each other. Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers. With our words.
Bye, Reaver. Good luck with everything. Okay, we're gonna stop here for today.
But please don't go too far away, lest complications.
Complications. Like you didn't have enough complications already. All right. I'm Audi 5000. I'll be back on Saturday. No Art of Belinda Sunday this week. There's a birthday party. So, and Cynthia's appearance was requested. Because Cynthia is a cool person. But anyway. I'll see you guys Saturday at 7 p.m. We're reading a book, so make sure you're there. Good night, everybody.